Welcome, viewers. It's me, your host, Luigi, and welcome back to the Wide Void. Man, it has been a hot minute since I could last do a review. It was only partially my fault, as life duties had to come first, and procrastination sadly kicked in, but long before those setbacks, my main issue was to track down the last 3 I needed from this wave. Like, I found the first 3, not too hard, but these last 3, I have never, seen them in person in a store. I had to pull some strings to get these ones, which is why I am very proud and very weary to present to you today. Series 22, baby! Whew! Okay, man, it feels so good to finally have Series 22, in my possession. So, as you can see over here, these first 3, I've had these for a few months now at least, because I found these 2 first at a store, and I was like, okay, that's good. That's one of the brand new Pokemon types. I was able to find it, wasn't too hard, and then I've never seen these 3 ever. Like I said, I had to pull some strings, had to trade in all my good karma points for the year to the big man in red, and he delivered, so thank you, buddy. But this one is exciting for a few reasons. One being is we get 3 new Pokemon. Do you know how hard that is for Mega to give us something new today? 3 times? Oh man, we haven't gotten 3 new species of Pokemon since Series 19, which I know doesn't seem too far away, but oh, it's always a long time. Oh, yeah, we got some exciting ones for this lineup and some spooky themed ones, no less. So, honestly, very excited just to get these 3 new ones. They all look pretty good from first impressions. And we have 3 returning faces with, Sableye over here, little Rotom, and Mimikyu, which is sporting a new head. I don't know how I feel about, but for as hard as it was to track down the series, I don't think I had as hard a time since 19, but then again, I kind of did get 19 off of eBay, so I kind of got to pull a cheat card there, because it is just getting harder and harder. They really need to do something with their distribution, as it is making this an extremely hard hobby if you're trying to get their Pokeball specifically. And, I don't know, just for that matter, it doesn't really feel like they've come out with any, larger new sets lately. It's been a while since we've had a new wave drop, I feel like, that isn't repeats or another cheap gimmick or something. So I wonder what will be in the next batch. Sorry, I'm getting off track now. We're here for these babies. Let's just go ahead, let's dive in, let's take a little look-see at what we got, shall we? First things first, we also have a new packaging type that they've kind of brought back. I say it's brand new, but it's really just kind of a new look based off their older packaging. If any of you remember the very early waves of Pokemon, they used to have these thicker, bulkier packagings. They used to be much taller as well, but they really held in those Pokeballs snug before they gradually decreased the size, the thickness, and the consistency. Before it's the modern Pokeball there. But now they're going back to their roots. And I'm guessing this is to potentially stop theft easier, as I don't know if you guys have been in a Target, but I swear, 5 times out of 10 I go in there, and I at least see 2 or 3 vandalized Pokeballs, just ripped straight up out of the packaging. So theft was a very big problem with that thinner packaging, as it was incredibly easy to rip and just take something really discreetly. So I guess this is Mega's way of trying to remedy that. Anyway, my speculations aside, it is nice to finally see the full lineup on the side of a Pokeball again. I miss that feature of some of the older ones. And on the other side, we still get a cute little close-up of our Pokemon as well, and we can see them a lot better this time, so that's fun. I do like the bigger windows on the side. That's very useful. And as well, it seems they're also indicating their element types as well, based on their dual colors here, which I don't think they've done that in the past, or if they have, it's been a while, so that's a fun touch they added. Oh, he looks so good. Look at little Greavard. Oh, that is a good little pupper. And I'm really interested to see how they'll use these rubber bits in this build, as it looks like he does come with quite a few unique ones. Next up, we have Sableye, which I think this is the 3rd time we've seen it, or maybe the second, and last time we saw it was also in an earlier wave of the Pokeball series, but it's nice to see you again, little gremlin gem child. We also have our contestant Rotom, which this is your second appearance, I believe, and yep, he's just as crazy looking as he was before. In the future though, I hope we can see some of its other forms, as those would make for some really cool builds too. And here's another new one I've been pretty excited for, little Dreepy. Oh, well, look at you. You look so special. But honestly, I just really love this new head sculpt they did. I think it looks pretty nice. As for this body, I've heard mixed things about his construction, so we'll see how it goes. But otherwise, I've been waiting for you. For our second to last member today, we have Mimikyu. They've went through a very serious visual change. They've been liking to do that to some of their older models recently, as we've seen with our boy Maril and DONEEEEE, and Mimikyu is our next victim, or blessing? I don't know. Like, in some ways it's kind of cute, but I actually didn't mind the original. I thought like the little round head was kind of cute, but maybe it's good, maybe it's a little too big. I don't know. I'll have to wait to see and build in person how I feel, but it's not awful, I'll give it that. And lastly, we have Phantump. I don't know what happened to this packaging, okay? Bro went through some things in transit, and I am very sorry. So, this is probably one of the most jacked up packaging boxes I've had in quite a while. But you are looking so cute. I love your little stub arms, and I love the little branch pieces coming off your head. You're simple, but effective. And there we go, that's just our brief overview of all the packaging and other little tidbits, I guess. Overall, I'm actually feeling pretty hopeful, kind of excited even. It's always a good day when we get some new Pokemon varieties from Mega, and we have at least the bare minimum of 3, I'll take it. And with the 3 repeats we get, at least one of them has a significant change that may or may not be good. I'm not sure about the other 2, it doesn't look like they changed very much, but you know what, we'll take 4 out of 6 that at least have something new to offer. Yeah, I don't know, it's just really exciting to finally getting something new and to finally just get to unbox such a large chase for me for so long. But yeah, overall, I'm thinking this looks pretty good, and I'm excited to open these up and take a little look. But yeah, for what we have, I think this is a decent little lineup. So let's admire some 360 shots, and I'll get back to you shortly.
Eventually.
And we're back with the full 22 lineup, built and ready to shine. Oh my goodness, these guys are such cutie patooties. Like, actually, I was pretty impressed with this lineup. Like, I'll get into more of my specific critiques in a minute, but this is probably the first decent wave in a long while, with at least half new Pokemon, which is like the bare minimum now. And they're all pretty solid new designs. The 3 returning ones, they don't look bad either. And I think it's a fun little group, and we almost have kind of like a almost spooky Halloween theme going on, which I don't think it was intended to be that way when it came out, but it's a kind of fun idea at least. Alright, so before we jump into looking at all these guys in depth, here are the instruction manuals, as always. These ones all did come with a little pamphlet as well, which we will give that a little flick through, why not? Here is all the lineups they included for these specific pamphlets. Basically, I think the only new ones they swapped out were the grass-type trainer team in Series 22 out of all these Pokeballs, but we have way too many classic balls going on here though, like they're invading the space. And then here's the other side of the checklist here. Real quick for the instruction books, I'll flip through. Let's look at Dreepy's here. And boom, there you go. That's all you need to know about instruction books. Okay, and now, oh, hey, it's Asher. Hey, buddy, how you doing today? There's that per engine. Oh yeah, there's that per— oh, he's laying down now. Oh, you're sleeping in the middle of my set. Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, look at that cute little face. Oh, yeah, he's happy. He's relaxed. Are you just gonna be here like this for the rest of the review? And huh? You're the star of the show. Are we reviewing you? Are we reviewing you? Oh, but he's so cute. Look at him. Belly rubs. Oh, okay. That's a good spot for you. Good boy. Who's a cutie little patootie? You are. Yeah. Man, you cannot just stop being cute today, huh? Look at you. You flopping over now. You rolling over. Look at you. Yeah. Look at you. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't think Ash is going to move anytime soon. And I guess let's go ahead and take a look at our first Pokemon now. No. Don't eat Dreepy, please. He already has enough problems without a tail being chewed, Ash. Okay, first up we have little Greavard here. The little gravestone pupper himself. Oh my goodness. They actually did a really good job on this one. He has a kind of similar build, I would say, to like Wooloo, where it's a really big rubber chunky piece to really show off a big massive hair, but having a very light frame structure underneath. Man, they did really good just visually on him. Like, the rubber pieces, they fit so nice and snug over this model. They look great. He's got a little tail back here. That's adorable. His little paws. Look at the paws! Oh my goodness. It's like a little cartoon style, like little puppy feet. And he's got all of them. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. He's even got some like little chin stubble down here. They did a really nice molding on this jaw. And in fact, his jaw can even open and close. Like, nom nom nom. That is so awesome. And they even like, he has a little tongue in there. Tongue and mouthing. That's so cool. And of course, the little candle. We can't forget the candle. For a more bulky build, they did a great job making him super accurate and fun to build, and not really too hard to move around. Like, he's pretty sturdy, all things considered. The rubber stays on pretty good, so you can, like, have him cradled back or do whatever with this nice little joint here. So yeah, he's pretty versatile. For a fun bonus, here is what a sheared Greavard would look like. Man, he is such a little twig now, but I honestly think he actually looks really cute like this as well. Like, the little dog body transfers really well, even without all his extra fur like that. So, if you wanted a hypothetical shaved dog, I think he'd look pretty cute like this, honestly. And you can get to see those legs a lot better now. Like, it's a pretty nice leg design that I would actually like to see used more, which actually has, like, really nice range and motion, similar to, like, Eevee, for example. Of course, missing the extra joint, but, yeah, same kind of nice versatility that I think more small builds could utilize. But, all in all, I have to say, this little guy, he makes for a great new addition. There's nothing I can really fault him for. I mean, I guess you could say, like, he loses most of that nice, like, leg mobility underneath this big rubber piece here, but honestly, it's not too big of a problem. I think it's kind of charming only seeing the very tips of his little feetsies under the bottom, so, you know, he lives up to the expectations. They made him as probably as accurate as anyone could have, so he's, like, almost, like, perfect. And not to mention, he came packaged, like, so intricately. Like, I took a picture of what it looked like when I took him straight out of the packaging. I'm like, whoa, they actually had him bundled in there, like, so snug to fit in all these rubber pieces. It's actually kind of cool to take a look at, but yeah, overall, Greavard, he gets a pass from me. He is so cute, and I wouldn't say I was, like, a huge fan of this Pokemon before, but, like, this figure might be winning me over. Next up, we have a little silly man here, a little Sableye, if you will. honestly, not bad, not bad. He is such a little gremlin, and I think I really love him for that. I don't think I ever unboxed the original. I do have it, but I never got around to opening that wave yet. So this is my first time seeing this fella up close, and oh yeah, he's got it all. He's got some really nice mobility here in his legs. Bro was built for some temper tantrums, as look how high he can lift his knee and stomp it down. It just feels so meant for him. It's his destiny. The arms are pretty good too, though sometimes I do feel like these joints get a little close and they can kind of like counteract each other like that. So it is a little hard to be moving both of these at the same time in certain angles, which isn't preferable, but it's okay. I think these gem pieces for the eyes are really cool. Very well done. Nice little rubber bits. The elbow spike prints are placed in a very odd way, as usually the tip should be pointing outwards instead of inwards to correctly align with the motion of the arm. But I guess this is how it's supposed to be, as it looks like that in the packaging as well. It's just really weird and mildly triggering, so oh well, good, be free, be you. But it's not a super big problem, just something I thought was interesting. And on the back, oh, he's got some cute little gems that look like gushers. Oh man, I could go for some gushers gummy snacks right now. Oh, those things are so good. But I do like that little detail, and yeah, there's not too much to say about him really. You know, he's here, he represented. For a duplicate, not bad. Not much seemed to change really from the previous one. Maybe like they touched up the color a bit and some of the design elements, but other than that, he's pretty much the same Sableye. And for our third contestant today, we have Rotom, another Pokemon returning to the line from a previous Pokeball wave, but honestly, I kind of dig what they were going for when designing this guy. So originally, he's like just this little funny orange fella, right? But they got this really cool plastic casing here to make it look like he's covered in that blue energy stuff. It also makes this really nice rattling sound, which feels like it would probably be damaging the figure somehow, but it's actually just like, you know, a really fun like little sound to make. So I guess if you like want a fidget Pokemon or something, he should be one of your top contenders, I guess. I do think his face print looks very nice, very derpy, very Rotom, and his little electricity arms are actually really fun. Boom, you can make him an arrow, you can make him look like he has hands on hips. He can even be doing the classic Egyptian dance everyone likes to do. You can actually do a lot with these little plastic pieces here. And they have like pretty good mobility, I would say. They're not on ball joints, but in this case, I would say this is probably better than ball joints just for how small the build is here. And they work really well for what we need. So for a simple Pokemon, I think they did a really nice job. He has a little clear peg here for display, because boy is not really standing on his own. But other than that, I think he's a silly, funny little fella, you know? I can't really fault him, you know? He's gotta get a pass for accuracy, I guess. Doesn't seem like much has changed from the previous one. So at this rate, the door was wide open for a new Rotom variant if we were getting another one anyway, but, you know, that's life. And sometimes that comes with more Rotom. Finally, for one of our brand new Pokemon in this wave, it's our boy Dreepy down here. Now, Dreepy's not all that meets the eye. I was very excited at first for Dreepy because not only was he brand new, I happen to think Dreepy looks very cool. I was actually shocked it was picked for this line, so I was like, heck yeah, give me the little lad, you know? But unfortunately, he does suffer from some critical design issues that do make him hard to maneuver about. I will explain. So, for starters, here at the tail is probably his second most delicate part. As you can see, it just pops off like that. Like, you have to have it, like, held together so specifically if you want to move him at all. Like, only really hold on to the main body and then try to move it from there, because boom, like, you cannot put any pressure on the bottom of the tail or it just snaps off from this joint, which is a shame because, you know, he's meant to be moved around. He's got a little snake body back there, you know, and you can't move it. That's a shame. These ones are just too stiff, so you have to like really have a full grip on this part if you want to move this back end at all. But, you know, if you just have it on display and you don't plan on using it for like stop motion or, I don't know, just playing around with it and stuff, it should be fine. But for regular use, that's going to be a pain in the butt. And probably for his most glaring flaw, I'd have to say, is how delicate the head is. Oh my goodness, this headpiece pops off so often that it holds this rubber piece. Like, I've been debating, like, should I just glue this to make it stay on? It's either like, I might remove this rubber piece entirely, or just glue it with how many times it just comes off. Like, any pressure on this head. My hiccups are back, why? Any sort of pressure you put on the head, like if you try to move this neck by like grabbing the head first or something, like just moving it. Like, look how easy that pops off. I swear, you could even just, like, look at it, and he will fall apart. It is so frustrating. Because it is so hard to put this rubber piece, line it back up with this head, due to, like, how floppy it is. Because when you press it down like that, it often gets bunched up like that. So it's, like, really hard to line up this really fragile rubber piece with this head. And oh man, it's just very annoying. I mean, the head sculpt is really nice. I do like this piece. It's really cool. He's even got like little bottom lip is green, little jaw. It's really cool actually, but it's just a shame he's so frail. But looking past my main two critiques of him, I think, you know, Dreepy otherwise is a really adorable Pokemon for the line. Overall, you know, I think it looks very nice. He's got his little flippy arms. Those are really fun. That's a really fun rubber piece. I do like the pink rubber bits up here, the little fins. It's just a shame they don't stay on better, and one side just refuses to stand up straight, but I do think it's really cool, and they help bring this Pokemon to life visually and make it pretty accurate. If it was only a little bit more sturdy, I would rate this one higher, but for what it's worth, it's a new Pokemon. I'm excited for it. I still think Dreepy's very cute, but it definitely falls in the category of look, do not touch or you will pay for it. For our second to last contender of the day, we have Mimikyu. Now, Mimikyu has popped up before in the line, so this is our last returning Pokemon for this wave today, and I think they actually did pretty good on it. Before, this is what Mimikyu looked like, a very rounded head, but same body type and such, and did not have the custom tail piece back in the day. So, I mean, it could be up to personal preference whether you prefer round versus oval head, as I know they've done that to a lot of newer ones. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but in this case, I actually think I kind of am leaning towards the more oval shaped head that I prefer. I mean, I still think both head shapes look pretty nice actually, but I do enjoy how this wider oval head gives more room for the cute scribbled face print to breathe and be more prominent on the head. Plus, it gives off some really nice bobblehead doll vibes, which is very fitting for Mimikyu. The ears, as you could guess, work very similarly to Pokemon like Pikachu, as they clip onto the inside of the head to go back and forth. But man, this bent earpiece is so cute! Has a very nice ball joint neck, so you have really good rotation for this Mimikyu. Good for some cute head tilts, if you will. And I think the body's really nice. They actually have a rubber piece down here for the trail. It's connected on by a clear piece right here. I think that's really cool. They took the time to, you know, just make sure to add that little extra rubber to get that little black scruff down there. We have its little eyes and the wooden tail piece, which is custom made. The rounded corners are a nice touch, and combined with that wood detailing really sell the idea that this is in fact a beautiful stick. But overall, I think they made some really nice visual enhancements from the original. I'm sorry, Mimikyu. Really fun to move around the head. I know other than that, it doesn't really have a lot of movement, but it's fun to mess around with the head. I think it looks really cute. And I would say they did a really good job. For a remake, it didn't need to come back, but they did improve upon it, which is one of the most important aspects I care about when I have to see something twice. So, you know what, Mimikyu, you get a pass. You're a cutie patootie today. And last, but certainly not least, we have Phantump. To be honest, I wasn't really expecting anything. Phantump's not really on my radar of favorite Pokemon by any means, but Phantump is absolutely adorable in Mega form. Like, they did really good on the head structure. They were so thoughtful with it. As I look at that, you can see the core going all around. It really looks like the inside of a little tree trunk core, and that's awesome. And they even got some little wood chippings on the back here. And I just think that's really awesome detail. It feels very sturdy too, you know, so it's like you're really moving around. Very solid headpiece, which I really appreciate. We have these custom branch pieces that are rubbery, and you know, could be tilted around for the twigs. He has a little, this can actually be twisted around too, a little hair piece, a little wisp if you will. I really love the face. It's giving me some Pomni vibes, if I'm being honest. Oh man, I just think they did a beautiful job on this print in particular. It's just very striking in person. I just like love the head on this in particular. And then we have the cute little ghost body, the little nub arms, which can't do much, but you know, they can do that too. You have to be careful. Those do pop off pretty easy if you push on it the wrong way, as I did. But, you know, if you have a better hold on it like this, you know, it's got little nub arms, I think are fun to wiggle around. Nice little slope for the body, and then, you know, cute little wispy tail. They definitely utilize these pieces a lot in this wave between this one and Dreepy, but overall, I think they did a really good job on, like, otherwise just a random Pokemon, like, really solid, and I love what they did with the head. It actually has, like, really nice rotation, you know, for some cute little head tilts. It can go all around. And, you know, for the type of joint they did, it actually works really well for it. So, Phantump, good job, buddy. You pass. And there you have it. That is our complete look at this entire wave. It's now time for my overall thoughts, and I have to say, it gets 2 thumbs up from me. This is actually, it was a really nice breath of fresh air after I was kind of getting fed up with the amount of just repeat after repeat waves they kept giving us with nothing new and really like no substantial or valid reasons for half of the repeat Pokemon other than it was cheap and they could get away with it, really. As, you know, if you're going to make the same Pokemon multiple times, at least improve upon the design, like change something to offer genuine value to the consumer versus just repeat easy cash grabs. But regardless, I'm stuck in this for the long haul, so I gotta collect everything despite the mixed feelings I may have with Modern Mega at times. As for the returning Pokemon this wave, I thought they were pretty solid. Sableye and Rotom were probably the weakest, as not much changed with their designs, but Mimikyu got some solid quality of life improvements. Sableye and Mimikyu in particular did warrant some updates considering how old they were in this line, but otherwise I didn't mind the selections Mega chose. And I thought they were really cute, honestly. So maybe I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm less salty today. They caught me on a good day today. And as for our 3 new ones, I'm absolutely in love with them. They are beautiful little additions to the collection, and I think they did a really nice job on all of them visually. Like, they look very accurate to their game counterparts. Granted, you know, some are a little on the fragile side, looking at you, Dreepy, but you know what, it's okay as long as you just know how to hold them right. If you're just careful and mindful about that, it shouldn't be too big a problem, or if you just have it on display, you should be fine. But for regular movement, yeah, they're not the best for that, but it's okay. I'll give it a pass. It's something new, and they're adorable. So this was, yeah, a very refreshing wave overall. I had a lot of fun with it, and yeah, it's crazy to think this is the second to last wave we'll ever get, and after this, it's just wave 23, which will be the final canonical wave in the Mega Construct Pokemon franchise, and I'm in disbelief. They were actually starting to do better. And then they capped themselves off, like, boom, they got sniped down like that. So I'm quite sad to see it go, but at least Mega tried to give us a few new Pokemon as a parting gift. I really do appreciate this wave, and definitely one of the better ones I've seen in a long while, especially for Modern Mega. So definitely, I'll give it 2 thumbs up. I think it was pretty fun. It was definitely hard to find some of these, and at this point, they're probably out of stores, out of circulation at this point, but I hope everyone that wanted to find them could find the ones they wanted. Scalpers suck, but I guess we don't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah, overall, really liked it. Good wave. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching the video to this point. If you liked what you saw, now would be a great time to leave a comment, like, share, or subscribe, as those would all really help me and the channel out as we work towards our 2,000 subscriber goal. Woo! Together, we stand a good chance of reaching it this year. And with that, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day or night. And remember to stay groovy.